as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A first down throw, Darnold. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Darnold completes it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 22, Darnold going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
We'll talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play fake, and it's Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's a give to Fournette. Fights him off. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Newton. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Darnold. Flushed out right. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 31, Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw. Brady. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Darnold's throw complete there to Moore.
And he is out of bounds. Right around the 34.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw, Darnold. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Darnold on first down.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton buying time to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Back. Kill. Check safety.
Hey, goal 66.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, it's Fournette.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Mike 4, you got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey, Alabama.
4, Mike 4. Danny.
Hey, check it.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that should...
Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete. That's Howard.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Watch the twist. Show it up.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
50.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try now for Succop. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Off of play action, Darnold. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tommy Trimble, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now Leonard Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I got trick this side. We got 3.
Mike 38. I don't even know why this team showed up. Back and reload.
Mike 38. Come on.
Now Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Fournette. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Right now, boys.
Cover, cover.
38, 38.
Again, it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Succop's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Throwing is Newton.
And he'll just get rid of it.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Gonzalez's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. This is caught by Evans. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. They will run it. It's Fournette, and they can't convert. It's incomplete. But they still have the lead here in the final moments of this game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the